So I had the same alerts for companies that I already applied for today. I should have kept that Stanley vacuum. I don't know. I'll probably find something better though. There were some little minor issues with it, but it wasn't bad. But why am I keeping junk like this? This thing's old. I have only used it a couple times. Eventually, that rocker switch is going to break on it like they all do. Shop vac is no longer good. They're made in China now. They shut down the whole place, sold it out to China. Great Star Tools or something. So you can't get parts for them anymore. We got another one over there on that 6 gal right there, which I don't think I need. Look, I got another 6 gal rigid right there in a box. I have a brand new motor for it because it was recalled and the switch falls out of it apparently. Sometimes. I'll wait till the switch falls out of it and then I'll change the motor. Um, that's way better too, that rigid than that shop vac. Way better. I got another rigid in the storage unit. And we got another shop vac, big one, in the storage unit. So I'm like, why do I need all this stuff? Why do I need all this stuff? That Stanley vacuum I sold, I actually offered it to someone I was talking to. And then I messed that up good. I messed that up good. Too much time went by, not enough effort. You don't know until, when you have an opportunity or something, you better go take it. Even if they say no eventually. At least you try instead of nothing at all. So we messed up there real good. We have to live with that. We messed up with 2 opportunities last year too. Well, one opportunity kind of sucked. The other opportunity probably would have worked, but we gave up on it too easy because the situation in our home over here was just insane. So I gave up on it and said I'm gonna have to come up with a better plan to get myself out of things. But finally figured out how to do the screen right. It definitely compromises though have to be done. You can't keep everything. You can't have everything. You're gonna have to get rid of stuff. If you got it from nothing and you can turn it for even $1, you're doing okay. And you just gotta keep doing it over and over and over again. Maybe I'm just burned out. Maybe I'm just burned out and bummed out because I have to constantly just live off stuff. And it's almost to a point where I don't even want stuff anymore. A guy with 95 gallons of gas cans in the background. Maybe I just don't even want stuff anymore. I don't know. You want to turn it, and then things just take so long to sell. I mean, I was talking to someone for how many freaking months? I don't even know. And I don't know if they even cared or not. But shit, I think I freaking. I was like, yeah, as a joke. I was like, yo, you want to shop? I just had so much shit for sale. I just had so much inventory that I had to go. Yeah, that didn't work out. Probably shouldn't do that with people you don't know. I don't know. I think I'm too friendly and stupid sometimes like that. Probably most of the time. I'm too giving and nice to people that probably don't even give a fuck about you, or they're just terrible people. And then you're really, really nice to terrible people. I want to see the best in people, because so many people try to see the best in me. So I try to do the same thing back, and it doesn't always work. You have to do that, but you have to set real strict boundaries and like don't go outside that zone until you know that you can. So I messed that up. I messed it up. Nothing I can do about it. I have to go live with it in my life and go down the road, and it's a hard lesson that we had to go live with. No one's even watching, man. YouTube's such a crap thing. The like Mr. Blue Road said, nobody. You can post a regular video, no one even sees the shit. The YouTube Shorts, they used to get views. Now it's like a little bit. The monthly views and the monetization and everything is down about like 120% compared to what it was. It's just ridiculous. So I gotta go to the scrap iron yard and collect junk for it just to get by. until I find and sell everything until I find a freaking better gig. It's just it's just truly upsetting. I set myself up for failure at some points, and I have to go agree with that. You know what you were trying, this was not working at all, and yeah, you still kept trying it even though it wasn't working, and that's how I accumulated a whole bunch of extra crap, and I wasn't dealing with it because I just kept on accumulating it. It wasn't going out the door as fast as I was getting it, and it took quite some time to get that back in balance, unfortunately. Oh man, that Stanley vacuum is cool though. What's up? Sale? We're selling a lot of stuff. We sold the Stanley vacuum, but I wish I kind of kept that thing. I don't know. It needed accessories. The hose is short in it. Well, then I get mad. I got mad after I sold the Stanley. I go, man, I got a rigid, but it's not as big. But then I said I got this piece of crap like shop vac 6 gallon. I want it out of here before it breaks. Then I get another shop vac over here. Then I'm like, let's go sell that one too. And then I just said, let's have a plan. Let's have a quick plan, okay? Because we got so much for sale. Add a little more for sale, and then try to. I'm gonna try to start breaking up segments in here, breaking up little segments, and just trying to make $100 pile, like one little section over here, $100. One little section, $100. One little section, $100. I can probably do it. I can probably do thousands and thousands and thousands, like I did in my old house, just by breaking stuff up. Not $100 for the item, but a grouping of items that nets you $100, and you just keep on doing it over and over and over again. My truck is filled up with crap, and I could probably get more crap in some places. What'd you say over there? Sail by the sailors. Sail by the sailors. Sailing across the lake. There is a well, there's a lake right across the street here. But yeah, everything is compromises though. You can't keep everything. You can't use everything. It's sad. I'm learning that with the scrap game, and so much cool stuff that I had, and I would have just kept it forever, but I can't do it. No. Yeah, it's interesting. I had a good hose on that Stanley vacuum. It wasn't like the shitty plastic ones they give you on a rigid or a shop vac. That was the good thing about it. That's like the only good thing about the hose. I'll find another one. Just don't know. I had the drain adapter too. You could put a hose on it. It's pretty neat. So, yeah. If I had room, I would just keep everything, but I don't have room. I gotta get out of this shitty condo and this way of living, which is ruining my life and ruining my future, ruining behaviors. I had opportunities and I didn't go after them because of just the shit that was happening in the background. How would you even explain that to someone that you don't even know when you have all this craziness in the background? And literally, when I got phone calls from people or companies, I had to walk down the road to take the call. I had to walk down the road to take the call because of all the yelling and screaming in here over bullshit. That wasn't right. That was not right at all. Here's someone's loud mouth all the way down the road, yelling and screaming, and another person crying and everything else because of bad behavior. And I had to take the phone call down there. It's like, not a good day. Not a good day. You don't want to have to deal with that. You don't want to. And it will just further delay you, and it'll just be another thing you have to live with day by day by day, saying that you failed because of the things around you. You failed. No one else's fault but yourself, because you decided to stick around. You decided to keep dealing with it. I got calluses. That's from spoons or using tools, and I keep on putting pressure in my palm. It took me a while to figure that out why that's happening. And then I was holding spoons and forks and stuff. They were going right in that spot. And I stopped doing it for a couple days, and it's not as bad. Oh man. I mean, I put a lot of pressure right there. I think ever since I cut my thumb, I don't hold stuff as how I used to. I don't know. But yeah, that's what we did. So now we're gonna live off our junk that we have collected over 16 years. We're gonna try to liquidate a lot of it. Not really bringing in new junk because there's really nothing good out there except for scrap and some automotive parts, which do have some value. So we're concentrating on that. Eventually, I want to go all on automotive parts and scrap, and I have the household stuff under control, and the eBay stuff under control, and the electronic stuff under control. Because there's a lot of things that people just do not want anymore. If you have stuff in your home, or you still own it, and it's not popular anymore, it's not a popular item, and you're not using it, why do you still own it? Why do you still own it? You should have got rid of it and replaced it with something better when it was still popular. Well, people don't do that. They keep around this old, outdated, slow shit, which I'm guilty of myself for years and years and years. I'm not talking about vehicles. You can keep old shit around, old equipment and vehicles if it works and it's in some like working condition, and you are able to turn it back to how it was. Then yeah, you go keep it and run it. It doesn't make any sense to spend $70,000 on something that does the same exact thing. Yeah, there was a lot of things that we're not using and to liquidate. But every time we go through it, we go through a little more. Every day it gets better. I went a little crazy today with the Jeep bumpers. I got Jeep bumpers now on the side of condo land and running boards, but they'll be for sale tomorrow. Cheap price. We'll figure out what they're worth. Maybe it's $100 of shit out there. I don't know. I need $100, so who knows? Better than it's going to the landfill. And yeah. Made an offer on batteries, but the guy backed out. Other people selling the batteries for $77 a piece. Why would I price that high? We got scrap, aluminum. There's still a Jeep top in the dumpster over there, all wound up, but I don't even think I want it. It weighs a little bit like the steel. I don't know. I probably should have grabbed it, but the truck was full. I had the canvas on the top too. I don't know. Probably should have grabbed it. Always make the extra effort. If you don't make the extra effort, which I've learned in the last couple of months, you're never going to get nowhere. You're just going to think that everything's going to come to you easy. Everything's just going to align. And everything's going to be perfect. And some plan that you come up with a person or a place, it's just going to... No, it won't. It won't at all. We learned that. We learned a hard lesson that we'll be pushing ourselves and changing our ways forever because of it. Literally forever. I mean, had the chance, had the opportunity. It was right in front of you, and you just let it all fly away. And reaching whatever. So, extremely upset. And there's nothing you can do about it. But we can move on. We can move on, and that will take scrapping, selling, and overall just getting rid of crap that just has no value at all. It takes time. Anyway, we'll be alright. Oh, man. Anyway, we're going to lower some prices on some car parts. Take a shower, lower prices on some car parts. We're going to move some items. Maybe scrap iron yard tomorrow, maybe not. I don't know yet. And yeah. I really gotta fix the damn truck. And the bed's kind of full again. I really gotta fix that. I mean, it's running bad. It's running bad. We gotta hook up that fuel pressure thing to it too again. See if its fuel pressure's down. Or who knows, maybe I got a dying fuel injector. Maybe the pickup coil's falling apart. It's been like that for too long. So, because if that goes, we got nothing to go make a dollar. So we're gonna have to take a break. Unfortunately, it's compromises again. You can't do everything. You just cannot. You cannot run a half broken truck and collect junk with a half broken truck. You know, you can't do it. When the thing's chugging, this has like no power at all. So we're gonna do that. Bozo set the check engine light again on the Bozomobile. He's holding it together with duct tape or something. I don't know what the fuck he did to that thing, but that needs to be addressed as well because they run the freaking shit into the ground, and it already has like 3,000 miles on it since the check engine light spawned. And it wasn't too long ago because we got to drive, 6,000 miles a week or something, and run down the curb doing it and smoke out the interior. So yeah, I don't know. It's terrible in that thing. They totally destroyed it. Totally destroyed that vehicle. You can't drive it without coughing in the interior. It's terrible. I mean, it's just so bad with the smoke. So bad. That's why I never bothered cleaning it, never bothered fixing anything in the interior. Sold the headliner material, all that shit, because you get someone who's careless, just gonna fuck it all up again. So there's no point in making it nice when someone's around just to go screw it up. So that's why that's like that. It will be. Even if you fix the headliner and everything else and the sun visors, they'll just wind up cutting it up again and making it smoke black. So what's the point? So yeah, more vacuums for sale. I don't think we need all that. Um, you know, sometimes you start being like you're grieving about things, and then because of it, you start thinking, you're like, yeah, I don't really need this either. And once you're on a roll, you're like, yeah, get rid of that too. Get rid of that too. Get rid of that too. I don't really think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might have 8 shop vacs still. That's fucking crazy. We're gonna get that number down to like 5. Five's excessive, but you're definitely gonna get rid of that. Yeah, maybe, maybe. Definitely those two are for sale though. I don't want those anymore. We're finding another one. So anyway, I think I'm out of here. I had my grief and my lesson that I learned. I had my opportunities that I just let erase. I can see why people are concerned about other people and they're very reluctant to want to meet people or buy stuff because of all the crazy shit that goes on in this world now. And they're literally risking their life, risking their time for reward that could be questionable. So I see why people just go zoom and they zoom off as fast as they zoomed in. So that's unfortunate as well. So that's that. I have to go live it myself like everyone does. It's not terrible, it's not terribly bad. I'm just happy I wasn't toxic to anyone. I wasn't toxic. Some people are extremely toxic when they don't get their, and like something happens or whatever, they get all nasty and angry and shit. And they want to blame this person and blame that person. I'm not like that. I get you nowhere. Next door, they it's funny. We got a letter which I can't even read much, and they're using me as the middleman. I'll probably deal with them anyway next time they show up. What about the noise over here and crazy dogs because people leave the dog out all the time, and I bring the dog in, the dog goes out, and then yeah, that was funny. They were blaming the dogs because of people not wanting to buy the place. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. A lot of looky-loos around here. You should go try to sell a $20 item like I try to do, and man, you'll have a lot of people too that look at it and don't want to buy the item either. It's just bad, bad selling market now. This place would be the same way if it's ever for sale. It'll be a nightmare to get rid of this place. It will not be like my old house where one person looked at it and they bought it the same day. It will not be like that. This place. That's how you know when you had something. One day boom, they buy it. That's when you had something good opposed to this place. If it takes a while. Same like people, like, if you're like a person and you're really reaching out to find a position, find a nice person to meet, whatever, you're a person, and it's constant, no, 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 no. Well, then again, that could be different. I don't know. That's probably different. That's probably different. I was gonna say, like, it could be the person, like the person and not the other people. That's the problem. But that could be different. Sometimes you're just not chosen for a reason. So then you have to go out a little further and go out a little further and try different things. And then you'll get, you know, it works like that sometimes. Yeah. It's alright though. It's it's interesting. It's all this interesting how things go. Anyway, make better decisions, do better sales, list stuff at better prices. Don't be an idiot. And yeah, get away from the idiots. I'm tired of the idiots. And get a trailer so you can haul more junk. And don't live in a condo so you can pile up the junk. And then you'll have a whole lot of money. Yeah. And again, you're gonna have to do, like I always say, you're gonna have to do about 10 times more work now in 2025 than you had to in the past. At least 10 times more. The easy days are gone. You have to do more boots on the ground, spend a little more time doing it, or else you're never gonna get it and it's not gonna come to you. So that's unfortunate. So put your daily time in and do something. And man, have no help. I wish I had someone who can assist me with like mechanical stuff so I can fix vehicles faster. But wishing is wishing, and that's pretty much what wishing is. It's wishing. You can wish all you want, you're gonna get something totally different. Anyway, I go tell a story when I actually get to do something fun, which I wanted to do something fun, about people and um about people and it's what they do and how they blow you off. What did I say before? I said it in this video. People zoom in and they zoom out. That was it. I came up with a new term. Zoom. It's like a bug. It's like a bug that zooms in, flies around for a little bit, is gone, you never see it again. Yeah. Anyway, we're kind of creative with that shit. And one day we'll have a good conversation with someone instead of no one. Like no one.